honoring the hip-hop pioneers in Queens at the Queens Library. Let's go.
You the Queens Library. Come on, everybody, slow, bro. Come on, move on. VeeJay Ralph McDaniels. Now, open stop. Come on, back away. So.
And this is very, very important. Queen's contribution to hip hop, it may not have never got out the neighborhood if it wasn't for Queens. Okay. Our list of artists, our list of innovators, our list of businesses, our list of accomplishments, just in this room alone, has made such a substantial contribution to hip hop. We don't have to fight nobody. Nobody. And the last thing that I think that this is important too is this. Our generation doesn't have the exclusivity on creativity. Hip hop is a reflection of our circumstances, of who we are, who we were. And the next generation, they're still writing, they're still making beats, they're still doing what they're doing. The culture is fine. The business stinks. But we can't judge hip hop by what's on the radio, because the radio is not connected to the streets anymore. So most of the people that complain about hip hop don't know any new artists that are out there right now. It's our story, and we gotta keep it and keep grabbing it with things like what Ralph is doing right now. It's really important.
Yo, sir. That's it. Any questions? I have additional questions. Yes.
Thank you.
Peace, everyone.
Peace.
From the Fresh in Queens.
Peace, God.
It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. I met Uncle Ralph last Saturday at his event, and the brother drinking down history in Queens. And I was like, damn, I'm sitting back home, shaking and moving up. Like, why Queens history is so underrated? Because you know Queens history, you know House and WFC.
Southside.
And they was talking about these numbers, movements, and everything. He said, yo, on Thursday, I got to leave for this for work, and I had to be here just to witness this. It's an honor and a pleasure. Peace to all y'all. Thank you for your contribution to our culture.
Can I say something real quick? I want to name everybody in Queens. And I do this once a month because people think that I'm playing. We're going to be here for a minute, all right? So check this out. This is what I do. This is what, and I'm telling you, when I start naming names from everyone from Queens that contribute, you're not going to believe it. You'll be like, I didn't know they was from Queens. All right? Now check this out. We're going to start with Farmers Boulevard, where I'm from, right? We got LL Cool J. Yes, sir. All right? We got FUBU, which is a clothing fashion line. We got Intro from the R&B group, Jeff Sanders. Then we go down the street, we got Tribe Called Quest from Linden. We got Hype Wings from Linden. We got Ja Rule from Woodhall, right? By the Long Island Railroad Farmers in Hollis where they meet. Then you go up Hollis Avenue, you got Run DMC, you got Jam Master Jay, 202nd, 203rd. Then you got Spider D, you got the Show Boys, you got Rozelle, the Human Beatbox. Yes, now they already know that.
Farmers in Hollis.
What was I saying? Ed Lover from Queens Village, Black Rock and Ron, Larry Smith, rest in power to him. You had the Show Boys that did they started a whole sub-genre of hip hop called trap, Southern trap. They from Hollis. The first Christian MC, MC Christ, he's from Hollis. He's the first Christian MC in hip hop. Then we go to, let's see, we got Salt and Pepper. Yes, sir. We got Kwame. We got Kid and Play, Salt and Pepper just got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Congratulations to them.
Absolutely.
Coochie Rap from Corona. You got the Beatnuts from East Elmhurst. You got Queensbridge. All right, you got all the MCs. You got Mobb Deep, Akinelli from Left Rack. You got Nori from Left Rack. All right, you got Roxanne Shante. You got MC Shan. You got Nas. All right, now you got Marley Marl.
Yes, sir.
All right, Glamorous is from, actually you from Queens or Long Island. You're from Long Island. Marley. Okay. We got Sweet Tea. Now let's go to Southside. We got Sweet Tea. We got Grandmaster Vic. We got Mikey D from Laurelton. We got Cipher, Rick and Frank. We got Cipher. Hold on. Oh yeah. We got Devon. DJ Devon, Infinity Machine. We got Cipher Sounds. We got, let's see, who else we got from Southside? Oh, excuse me, we got 50 Cent.
Yes, sir.
We got Lost Boys. We got Organized Confusion. We got Onyx. And we also got Nicki Minaj. She's from Southside.
Yes, sir.
Nicki Minaj is one of the biggest selling hip-hop artists of all time.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Now we got Far Rockaway. Okay, we got Far Rockaway. We got let's see, Far Rockaway. Surge from Far Rockaway. We had Father MC, Far Rockaway. We got the brother that
MC Spud.
Stack Bundles, rest in peace. Cheeks. Yes.
All right, so can we take a pause for a second?
I got more.
I know.
Give me that mic. Go ahead, Ralph. Take it over.
All right, we got a question here. What's your question?
You got a share prodigy from Hempstead.
First of all, my name is Rich. I'm going before it. I work for everything about kids.
Wow.
I'm from Lawton, and I moved out to Westbury, Long Island. But I went to, I saw an interview, I heard an interview with you. You started over there on 112 doing stuff with the Blue Ice.
Wow.
Pepper Lounge. Yeah, at that time I was like 10, 11 years old. I was inspired by my cousin called Solid Gold to Hollis on 202. And that's Avenue, Dow Crush, Easy E.
Big up to Lady Love, DJ Lady Love, Queens Village.
And there was so many too. There was VeeJay Leslie. I wanted to pick back on Geechee because they don't talk about future sounds from St. Albans, from Hollis. Just we didn't cross over. Ebony sounds, unique sounds, a lot of Jamaica sounds. I rocked out with Jamaica sounds. Master sound.
All right, hold on. How we get back to the list of this? Come on, see, Jack. Questions. Hold on.
And to answer your question, Judge, the reason why they don't talk too much about Queens is because a lot of us, like myself, influence Disco Twins, right? Myself, Cipher Sound. We influenced. I would say we was from the inspirational years of hip hop, and that's why you don't hear too much about what you hear.
Also, most of the people that want to talk about hip hop only want to talk about it from the period of their contribution. Right. So whenever you listen to someone who always wants to move the conversation to a certain period, it's their relevance that they're arguing for. Okay, so I look at it like an arrow. Arrow has the tip, it has the shaft, it has the part that ties it together, it has the feather. It's not going to run with just a tip. So the beginning is important. But New York is 5 boroughs. Okay? The only person that's limited to that one borough is usually a child that can't go nowhere. But when you're old enough, or if you have connections, you go where the action is at. Okay, so there is something called the Bronx narrative, and I understand it, and it's really important that somebody put the stamp at the beginning of this Well, right now, we might have had somebody else.
That's why we're here today.
Exactly.
That's why we started this, I don't know, 6 years ago. So that everybody that's here, and everybody that was here for the first time that we did this meeting, come up front right now. Come on, man. Everybody that was here. Come on, come on. You was here the first time we did it. What's up, man?
But you know what, Ralph? I think with the hip hop museum, I think it's important that we.
I think it's important.
I think it's important that we record this. And so, Ralph, next time we want to do it, we can actually do it at the museum, and we can actually record it.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. Hold on, question.
My name is Aisha. I'm an artist myself here from Southside Queens. For start, they call me Frankie the Boss, that's my artist name. For starters, I want to say shout out to the women up there. I appreciate everything that you were saying. And shout out to everybody because y'all definitely, how can I put it? Y'all motivated me to get back into my music. I'm a little emotional because I had a rough day. And I feel like the Most High put me here for a reason. And again, thank you for motivating me again to get back to that. I took a step back because as you mentioned, sister, I noticed the industry is twisted. And the business part is nasty. I learned about MK Ultra and we're gonna leave it at that. And I realized, although I love music and I have a passion for it, I also became a mother. My baby just turned 8. And I'm like, listen, I don't want to talk about the things we talked about because I don't want my baby to repeat it. And I know he looked up to me and was like, Mom, get in the studio, But it's like, I don't want you to say what I'm saying. So now I'm evolving and I'm finding myself as a new artist. And you guys are inspiring me. You mentioned something that as you get closer to your faith, I myself am Muslim, so Assalamu alaikum. And I'm also trying to navigate into that as well. Because I'm constantly reminded, oh, music gets around, music gets around. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So again, the most thing, I just want to give thanks to each and every person up here because you all spoke to me in different ways. And I'm getting back to this music, baby. All right?
One quick time. This is amazing to win.
Amazing to win.
Team amazing. He got one of these too. This is a 3-year thing. There you go, man.
Word up, Los Boys.
Hi guys, my name is Tamar from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I've been in New York since June, so I've been traveling around writing about different experiences I've been having. Queens is the best. Queens is definitely the best. I live here in Queens, and I like it a lot. My question for a technical question. I was kind of always wanted to ask, like, back in the day, VeeJay, like how you felt when the transition happened from carrying the crates and setting up all your equipment to laptops, cell phones, and things that you can do in the blink of an eye. I just wanted to know, like, how did that feel? Did that feel intrusive, or did it feel like, oh, this is going to be a better thing?
Well, I'm going to answer that question for you because I think I'm one of the oldest, if not the oldest DJ up here. I love it. I don't have to pick up no crates no more. And I can just do whatever I want to do. I can use my creativity that what I thought about doing, now I can actually do.
Yes, sir.
That's right. You like to do that.
Which one? Which one? The burger. Oh, over there. Okay.
Peace, y'all.
Hey.
Welcome back here. Just from Left Rack, home now, area. Hip hop shaped from a youngster, only child. Hip hop was like my sibling. So, latchkey kid in my room, tapes talking about Mr. Magic, waiting to hear that word, prevail. When you split that, it took me back. I didn't look, when I started hearing the voice, and then it just all took me back. So, peace. Thank you. My question to y'all is anybody or more than one of y'all, I love Queens to my everything to my core. What do you think it is about Queens? The makeup of Queens, different areas, or is there something about Queens that you could pinpoint that made it such a hub, a beacon for hip hop? Innovation, creation, how it has just really shaped hip hop? Is there something that you can put your finger on to say, this is what Queens got? this is what Queens has, this is what it is, that made it research what it is to the world of hip hop.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. It's the only borough that's a melting pot.
Yes. Right.
Mhm.
I say community. Because yes, I came to Queens to get discovered. I didn't even really think of, I wasn't even thinking in a sense of being on a record or anything like that. I just wanted to rap. I came to Queens to a cookout. Community, everybody was there. The cookouts, the house parties, that's where I was at. And like you said, if you could get somewhere, back in the day, my mom was strict. But I had a baby at 15, so I was outside. I was outside. And I got on the N6 and I got to Queens. Yes, I did. And it's community. It's community.
Yes, you definitely touched on something that's really, really important. When you look at Queens, all right, as opposed to other boroughs, we are all connected as friends.
Listen to this.
Because not just our parents, but if I saw or if I heard of Ralph McDaniels, I would go to Ralph McDaniels and then I would say, I hear you at the Blue Lights. I hear you was nice. I would sit there and I would enjoy Ralph. Ralph would come to my club. DJ Divine would come to the Renaissance. And all of us recognized each other and worked with each other. So Cipher Sound, when he wanted to make his record, he came to Power Play Studio and was there. You look around, what Queens has that's really unique is that we weren't fighting amongst ourselves. Our parents came out here and they had a vision. They instilled in their children that you can do anything that you want to do and that there's enough to go around. So when Divine had what I didn't have, the monstrous sound system, I used to go to St. Louis Park, I would check him out, but then he would come to the Renaissance and he would check me out. And that's what Queens has. Connection, like she said, family.
DJ King.
They passed that on to their children, and we didn't have a scarcity mentality, you know. And if our daughters or our girlfriends was taking a business course, then they would be invited to help run our businesses. You know, if somebody could rap, then hey, let's make it happen. If somebody had resources, the Disco Twins, they had the medallions with the calves and stuff like that. We admired, wow, how you do that? And they would give us the information to help us move forward.
One other thing I want to say is, in Queens, in South Jamaica, Queens, all of us here live within walking distance of each other. We was too young to have cars. So if Cipher Sounds played in the park, we had to pull all his stuff down the block. A lot of people don't know that we knew who was going to the park. If Infinity Machine was playing, we carried that equipment to the park. We might have had one van with goods, but we was in blocks of each other. We wasn't, of course, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have nothing. Cipher Sound was on my block. Divine was on the corner. Woody was around the corner. Everybody here was within blocks of walking to each other out saying, what are we going to do today? I don't know, let's take the system to the park. Queens had the biggest systems anywhere. There was no other systems in the whole New York City before Queens.
Yeah.
And that came from our parents and us. Remember, Queens was where the houses, that's where they first moved to Black Stick Queens. You couldn't go, a lot of people don't know that. You couldn't go on the other side of the Van Wyck, that wasn't allowed. No, you couldn't walk across the, a lot of people don't know that. You was within the Van Wyck, Sefton, Linden, that was it. This was your area. Don't walk across on the other side saying you're going to a White Castle or something. You couldn't. Against the law. Seriously. They'll take you back across. So we had to find, a lot of people don't know that. We had to find something to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let's go on to Ajax Park. Let's face the speakers to them. And that's what we did.
You're going to learn today. Southside KDMC. Well, anybody say that hip hop, hip hop first started, that was a scam. But we're going to talk about what was before hip hop. Now, that's the tip of the spear. Before hip hop was the bands who inspired all of us. All of us when it came to hip hop. So I'm always give them their flowers for inspiring us. Couldn't play a guitar, I could cut a record.
And they made the DJ. Disc jockey. You took a disc and jockeyed it around. That's what disc jockey means. So if it wasn't for the bands, remember, the bands had to play, and when the bands stopped playing, you sat around until they took their break. All right, what we're going to do in between? We're going to let somebody play a record while we take our break. That's what the DJ did.
Any more questions? Marlon's going to have you guys, because we got you guys on camera, we're going to have you sign a release. That's okay that we can put this online. And but any more questions?
Another question.
Come in, Marlon. Yes.
I got one question. Mr. Ralph McDaniels, what made you do this, Kendo?
So, to me, this is what made me who I am, what made me become Video Music Box, made me become a director of movies. My first movie was Juice. Later on, Roxanne Shantae's the Roxanne show that's on Netflix now. My documentary with Nas, Who's the Man, all these different films and stuff that I worked on, as well as commercials and all the music videos. I did over 400 music videos. So when y'all was watching these videos, a lot of those videos I made. From self-destruction, that's why when the light comes up. To Wu-Tang Clan Cream, to Nas, it ain't hard to tell. Ice-T, Ice Cube, any ice you could imagine I did videos. I found the Fubu guys right here in the Coliseum, and they said they was making shirts, and it said FUBU on it, and I said, what does that mean? And the guy said, for us, by us, and that was the most incredible thing I ever heard in my life. I said, yo, come to the studio, and David John to this day, even as he's become the Shark Tank, in his sizzle reel, his EPK, he goes back and shows that footage of me interviewing them from back in the early 90s, right? So, yeah. And all of this stuff that we've done, not just me, everybody that's here, cannot be forgotten. We cannot just let this go away. This is our culture. This is the #1 selling genre of music in the world. And we played a big part in it. So for us to just let it go by the wayside, for our families to not know what this is stupid. Because we've done so much, and you learn. If you learn something today, make some noise up there, right? So that's what this is all about. It's keeping this alive. It's not about me at all. I'm just happy to be here at the Queens Public Library, and I do hip hop programs. I do them all across the borough, the melting pot that you talked about. I do it in Corona, where it's just Mexican and Colombian kids, and they don't even know English, and I bring a Colombian DJ in so he can show them what time it is. But the music don't lie. The beats always gonna be the same. It don't matter what the language is. The beats are always gonna work. I do it in Flushing. Asian American kids love hip hop, and they come out, and I bring in the Filipino DJs who they know, and they come in there and they cut it up crazy because they nice with the turntablism, and I bring them over there. Here we in Southside, I got to call Divine, and I call Kendo, and Kendo is always on point, always coming through. So this is why we're doing it. It ain't even about me, it's about the culture, because if we don't do it, and we do this a lot, not just in hip hop, in everything that we do. We just do it and then we move on to something else because we just creative people. That's who we are. But in reality, we got to make sure that we document it. So that's what the library does. We have a whole archive here where we can keep all of this stuff for years to come. So 50 years, 100 years from now, when we all gone, one of our relatives can come in here and say, do you have anything on Shorty T? And they can go, yeah, she was an MC. Oh, she was here at the library in 2025. She did a freestyle with the albino twins. Yeah, we might have it on tape. And they can look at it 100 years from now. Forget about who you are today. your future and the people that are here that are going to come after you and your legacy. Stop thinking about what's going on now. Don't be selfish. Think about the future. And that's how cultures begin to continue. And that's what this is all about. So that's it for me. So we're going to have a little photo session. Come on over here, Mom. We're going to have a little photo session too. Because this is my, she's been coming to these events for a while. And she's going to take some photos. So I hope that you'll all participate, take some photos, because photos are proof that something happened, right? Right. So she's going to take some photos. Kendo is going to play some music. Any other DJs that brought some music up in here, come on up and represent. Big up to the Rockaway Twins. Come on up here, man. Come on up here, y'all. They still continue to represent. So wait a minute. We got a bunch of twins in here. We got the Wino Twins, the Disco Twins, the Rockaway Twins. What is going on here? Talk to the hey, no politics. Come on, stop being cool. Stop being cool. Let's talk about hip hop. Let's talk why is Queens do the best plans. Let's talk about that.
That's right. The creators bring in Queens.
Talk about it though. Talk about it.
I'm gonna talk about it, man. I'm gonna really talk about it. Wow. Just watching these brothers right here, Twins, Casino, Divine, Kendo, Cipher, the amazing one I've been to right over there. You know what I mean? Paisley James, Ajax Park, all that. Paisley, can't forget Jamaica Park, can't forget none of them. You know what I mean? It's a lot. You know, the Bell, yeah, we can't forget the Bello. You know what I mean? We was little dudes watching it. And then we just kind of eased our way into the game. Eased our way in the game. You know, 40 years in the game for the Rockaway Twins, you know what I mean? 40 years. You know what I'm saying? They all going on. I learned tonight, right, dude? So, you know, basically, so the Disco Twins, who was our idols first. The first twins. And then you had DeWitt, you got that brother Devon over there, Infinity Machine, all these brothers who we looked up to. Grandmaster Vic, VeeJay T, $90 bill. We follow all through it. We talk about you. Yes, right? G-Money, you can't forget them. G-Money. And we here with our staff, the Kings of Kings Foundation. We here. So, I mean, watching Divine in the back of the day, stack all these speakers up in the box. Just like Big Pop. The birthdays. The Twins with the birthday, you know, it was amazing. It was very amazing, you know?
So wait a minute. Let's get back to the blend. That's my question. I just skipped over that. G, can we, why Queen? Come on. Can we just give G-Money? G-Money works at the library too. G-Money. Why does Queens champion the blends?
Keep it real, baby. I mean, listen. So I'm probably the baby out of the crew, obviously.
That's my brother.
So shout to my pops, Monkey. You know, Monkey and Rat. They couldn't be here tonight, but shout out to my pops, my aunt. So as far as my understanding goes, growing up, talking to pops, he told me that he used to blend the records crazy. He said Rat used to scratch a little bit, you know, and he was the one who blended it. But me actually seeing a DJ blend the records from being a young kid, Grandmaster Vic was my DMV, you know what I'm saying? So when I started DJing, I seen him, me personally, I seen him do the blends first. So Queens is where I got mine. You know, 40 projects, you know, watching him with the vinyl and doing those blends live was my first introduction of seeing the blends personally. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I've seen Rockaway Twins and, you know, Devon, a bunch of Queasy Days blend, but my personal introduction to it was watching Grandmaster Big Doug do the "We Had I Said a Job."
Can't forget about the Stephanie Mills.
Stephanie Mills, right, too.
Can't forget about the Stephanie Mills joint. That was the first blend in Queens.
Right. So for those, how many people know what blend is? Anybody know what blend? So after crowd, okay, cool. So some people call blends a mashup nowadays. They call it a mashup. You know, y'all see Instagram posts and TikTok posts and people put one record with another record. You know what I'm saying? A hip hop song with an R&B song, or a rock and roll song with a Afrobeat song, whatever. So, you know, Queens is known to do that first. You you guys are around before me, so I can't really testify as much as I can testify. But like I said, my journey from it was coming from seeing Grandmaster Vic do it, and then seeing other guys like Rockaway Twins do it, and different DJs of Queens really, in the park jams, I actually blend the records for hours back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So I took that, and I used to sit home and practice the same skill, my own, my early days of DJing. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna take too much time on it right here.
Yeah, that's an easy way. We'll take two more questions, and I said we're gonna get back to the music. What's up, Leroy?
Alright, so where we are now, what's the importance of Jamaica Avenue, Coliseum, to bringing it all together? The N6 you mentioned, from Hempstead, Roosevelt, Bloomfield, all of that, people met up at Jamaica Ave. So please ask for the and also Ralph, to understand you had a hand in the Wu-Tang video, which you shot at the Coliseum. So
Oh my goodness, the Coliseum. And who remembers the register? The factory. I worked at Coachella, so I had to call them all the time, like, excuse me, I need the numbers. Yeah, that's some memories right there. That's where we all hung out. We hung out there, we networked out there. Everybody, we saw everybody. No. And the attitude ain't the same either. But the Coliseum, I'm just so like, wow. Yeah, that's a major history.
No, the bus terminal was gone. The bus terminal. Hold up.
I'ma really blow your mind. The encore.
Right.
The encore. Right. Fantasia for me, and I was underage and I was sneaking in. In fact, a lot of people don't know that I'm the first female to participate in a battle at the Fantasia with Kendo. Yeah. Also, here's another one for the books too. And it can be fact checked by Erica Ford. Cheryl James attended my high school. I used to freestyle on the B-53 bus. I'm not as nice like I used to be.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I do. I'm rusty, but I used to I was a beast, right? I used to freestyle from Jamaica Avenue all the way down to Mother Gaston. They used to be banging on the back of the bus, and I was like, damn, Cheryl was taking notes. I wish I would have hooked up with Herbie and all of them, because I missed it. Because one of her best friends that attended school with us, I was graduating with my associate's degree as a paralegal, because I had gotten jerked out of my song that I submitted to Russell. You gotta wait for the other stuff. But
we're not going to assassinate anyone, but there's been a lot of jerking around here. But to answer your question about Jamaica Queens and stuff, it hurts me to know the things that I grew up with is no longer here, like the bus terminal and Jamaica Rollerdome, and the way that they are gentrifying this whole neighborhood. But that's what happens in time. But it hurts me to know that we lost a lot of landmarks. I
just want to say to all of you, in my eyes, you are icons.
I live between 111 and Linden Boulevard, right around from Lincoln Park, so I know all about that. One question I gotta ask Uncle Ralph, where's the big kid?
So the big kid, he moved to LA.
Okay.
So we were also making movies at the time. I mentioned Juice and a couple other films. Juice, big kid did How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy and a couple other films, and he just moved out there and stayed out there. We had an office out there for a while. I couldn't do LA, it wasn't my thing. But I came back and he's still functioning, he's still around. Yes. Okay. All right, so we're gonna play some music. I got some giveaways. Stay in your seat. Stay close.